In the small town of Ferrara, a little bit over an hour of horse riding from Bologna, somewhere on the northeast of Italy, was born the hero of our future adventure. But while he had a very tragic fate, was not only hanged but also burned at the stake, we bring him to our beautiful world of football to start a new journey trying to conquer Italia. Our hero is Girolamo Savonarola, a Dominican friar who came from a locally rich family from Ferrara, was a preacher but also a prophet. He traveled the country, met with important people like Giovanni Pico della Mirandola, and was mentioned post-mortem in Machiavelli's Principe. He gained most of his glory in Florence, but unfortunately for him, a reformer at heart, he preached against the current order, and from the height of his power, Rodrigo Borgia, also known as Pope Alexander VI, excommunicated him and ordered for him to be hanged and burned. Now, let's see him as a football manager. That's right, this is our guy, Savonarola. He's 37 years old, because we want probably a longer career for him than what he had in real life. He only lived to be 45. He will have a Continental C license just for us to give us the possibility to get a job in Italian Serie C, which is the lowest league in Italy according to the original Football Manager database. So we haven't downloaded any extra layers of Italian football. As you can see here, as a Sunday League footballer, the attributes are not so high. We have attacking and defending, which are reasonable at least for Serie C. Then we have tactical, technical, who are also reasonable, mental. Very good I would say for Italian Serie C. But then working with youngsters and training goalkeepers, we are unable to do any of that. We have no player knowledge, no youngster knowledge, and absolutely no level of discipline. We have very low adaptability and determination, but we have quite more reasonable attributes in people management and motivating, which I think will be very important for Italian Serie C. Now let's see which are the leagues that we have chosen. So we have here, of course, as playable nation, Italy, with all the levels that we have in the original Football Manager database. Then we have chosen a few other leagues more geographically closer to us, like Portugal, Slovenia, Spain and Austria, to be playable. But then we don't want to be so ignorant about the rest of the world, so we choose the other three big leagues, England, France and Germany, to be there but view only, because for the moment and probably for the purpose of this save, we have no interest in managing there. Of course, Argentina and Brazil are always the wild cards that can help us find some players to match our philosophy and match what we want to do and achieve our objectives. But what exactly do we want to do? What are the challenges that we are trying for ourselves? If you can see there on the top of the screen, you will see that the game is named Peasant to Pope. Exactly. This is the challenge that we have. We try to go from peasant to pope. What does this mean? Let's show you. Peasant to Pope is a new challenge that we are trying to bring to the world. It's mostly based in Italia, because of course this is where the Pope is living, right? And has been there for the past 2000 years. The goal of this challenge is to be Pope, or at least to be very close to the Pope, like Savonarola was. He was a rival to the Pope at the time, but the Pope won. What we want to do here is to start Unemployed, and then you can choose a prominent Italian as your alter ego, just for you to make things more interesting. After this, you can play until the moment where you are able to mount a title challenge. Because we start from the supposition that being Pope can only happen once. You cannot participate at multiple elections and try all your life multiple times to be Pope. Being a Pope is just once. Winning the Scudetto, the Serie A, needs to be only once. So you can play until your team is able to mount a title challenge. A season preview in the top 3, or you can alter a little bit the rules there, and if you are in with a chance in the last 10 games, you can consider that as your last season for this challenge. For us, this specific challenge that we are telling you about, our manager is Girolamo Savonarola. We will try to implement 2 more things, but it will be quite difficult. First will be to find a club in Emilia-Romagna, the region where he grew up and where he was born, or at least manage a club in Emilia-Romagna during our career in Italy. And the second thing we will try to do is win Serie A with a club from Florence or Rome. Now, let's see if we can find a club. So let's see which is the job that we will choose if given the option. We applied for multiple jobs in Italian Serie C. Just to present you a little bit the system here, Italian Serie C has 3 different series that are part of the same level of Italian football. Italian Serie C A, Italian Serie C B, and Italian Serie C G. Can you believe this? They don't even have different names. They have ABC also for the series. It's not like C1, C2 and C3. But what we have here are a couple of teams that we are looking for a potential interview. And if we get past this, and we might get an offer, that will be great. Of course, what we will choose is also we will ask for the club to finance us and to help us develop and learn for our next license, Continental B license. First one on the list is Paganese, 15th place in Italian Serie C. The other one on the list which invited us for an interview, it's none other than Pro Patria, a very interesting club with not a very small budget, but who are currently in 20th place in Italian Serie C A. So let's see if any of these two will be the one that we will choose and that we will start to manage Peasant to Pope.